Hot 106, we are at Tour Bus Life again. What's up? It's Nick here with Tory Lanez. What's going on, man?
Chilling out.
I told you tour here in Providence at Lupo's. We'll get to that, but first, congrats on the Grammy nomination.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Best R&B song, You're Up for Love, and let's go back to that morning. What was that like? Who told you, and what was your reaction to that Grammy nomination?
It was my tour manager, Payne, that had told me, and I was sleeping, and I had just woke up, and I was just happy to know that I was announced. I was just like an honor to me, honestly, and I'm just taking every step day by day. Of course, we on this 96 city tour, so like everything has kind of just been rolling with the plungers. That was a good thing to happen for me.
Yeah, you had a crazy year, and we'll get to a lot of it, but coming towards the end of 2016, not a bad way to end with a Grammy nomination.
Yeah, definitely not. It's a great way to end.
So let's talk about the I Told You tour. I know you were on a few tours before that, but this one I think started in July. It's coming to a close now. What's that been like, this headlining tour?
Honestly, it's been tiring. I'm like super tired, but at the same time, like every single venue still gets that show that I put on, and I always try to give people a memorable show that's nothing like another show they may have seen. Even if they've seen the show in another city, I always try to make every show different. So, yeah, honestly, I'm just like I said, just taking it day by day and just allowing myself to live and experience life.
As you know, tours evolve over time. So what do you think is different from the July shows to the now December shows? What people are going to see tonight?
I think that we kind of tightened up the set a lot. We added a lot of different things. As far as musically, as far as just like when we had the band present to do certain things and to play a certain way. I just think that we just did it right and people liked it. So, yeah.
I want to get to stuff in 2017, but we're with the tour right now. I talked to a lot of artists that say, especially over the span of time you've been touring, that it just sparks creativity all the time. So I want to ask you about new music later, but what's the process like, creatively speaking, when you're on tour? Tired.
For me, my bad, I was trying to block the.
No, that's all good.
But I think for me, it's more of a situation of like I get up, I take a shower and all that stuff, and then I record all day, and I do meet and greets and all that other stuff like that. So I'm kind of in work mode throughout the whole tour. I'm not really partying too tough and things like that. I'm just more working more than anything.
So we talked about Love, we talked about the Grammy nomination, but this is a song that was huge in multiple formats.
Yeah.
So to our listeners out there, what did that song mean to you, and kind of how did it come about?
Honestly, it was a song that we made because we originally wanted to send something else to radio, and then that song kind of came out of an inspiration of the song that we were trying to send originally. But when the song was done, I was just happy with the ending results of it because, it's not every day you write songs like that, especially when they're timeless and they sample timeless songs already. So it was just a blessing.
So I want to ask you about a big song that you were featured on that we played on Hot 106, and then a new one that's starting to get some buzz right now. So the other one was, the first one was G-Eazy, Drifting, you and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
This was a huge song. So what was, I talked to him about collaborating with you, so I want to hear what it was like, that collaboration with him.
It was dope. They had came in we were working in New York at the time, and they had came in saying like, we have a lot of pieces to the album, but we're missing kind of like a hit kind of, record, I guess they felt like. And I remember just getting in there and writing the record, and they just heard it and they liked it, and because of that kind of made it easier for me to kind of place the record with them and to make it a thing like that. Like, just like I said, like I'm always writing records, and Jeezy, of course, came through with his own pizzazz and his own spice, and he did his thing. And honestly, yeah, the record is a dope record, though. It's one of my favorite records.
So let's talk about a new song that you're featured on, the one with Sean Paul. It's starting to blow up right now. I saw that you were tweeting about it. So how did this collaboration come about?
Well, the one with Sean Paul came about because he had hopped on the Love remix originally, and then they had sent in their record, and they were like, "Can you do anything with this?" I hopped on it, and that's what it is.
Well, a song that you referenced earlier, I'm going to ask you about because our mixers are playing it. Come Back to Me. We love it at Hot 106. That's the song that I know that you originally wanted to push out as a single. So for those that haven't heard it, hear it, by the way, but talk to us about this song.
Well, Come Back to Me was the original pick. Before Love was the pick, and it samples Wayne Wonder No Letting Go, which is also like one of my favorite samples. And you know, we did that because we just felt like the record was, you know, it was a dope record, and that's what I wanted to push. But we had some clearance issues, so it didn't get out as soon as it was supposed to.
We're wrapping up here with Tory Lanez. A couple more questions. First off, end of the tour coming. Are you going to get to enjoy the holidays, or do you have to work through Christmas and New Year's?
I have to get a surgery on my vocal cord.
Really?
Yeah, I have a polyp in my throat that I gotta get a surgery on, so
Okay.
I'm dealing with that.
That sounds awful.
It is.
There's no way around that. And then the last thing is for 2017. I mean, I know your fans are always craving new music. I know that you're constantly working while you're on the road. So what can you tell us as we head into 2017? What's up for Tory Lanez?
Honestly, just expect the unexpected. You know, we got a lot of umbrella members coming out, a lot of new artists under the umbrella coming out, and it's a lot of business moves, a lot of high class moves, and you know, it's a lot of boss moves.